episode of E3 TV today. I'm still in my workout clothes. Totally forgot that I was going live today, so here I am. But this is a really super simple Instagram training for me to do because Instagram is where I grew my business. It's where I started from. I didn't do anything else really in the beginning of growing my business to where it is today without using Instagram. I'm trying to get a good, there we go. That's a little better. So this is going to be a really good episode. Gosh, I need to eat more carbs, get my mind up. This is going to be a really good episode for you guys if you already love Instagram and you want it to grow your business. So what I'm going to cover today is going to start with your bio. So let's talk about how we design our Instagram bio to get more people interested in what we're talking about. Well, the very first thing you have to do is you need to send people to a secondary location from your Instagram account. So whether you're selling wraps or your Etsy shop, or if you're a realtor, or if you sell health and wellness, shakes or DVDs or jewelry, whatever you are doing on Instagram and whatever you're trying to sell, let's take those people and instead of trying to sell our products on Instagram, let's take them to a secondary location. And where that is you need your own website. You can either do a WordPress website, you can do a blog, which is essentially your home on the internet. Blogs are where you talk about all of your products. So there's a ton of different options for blogs in the world. Use whichever one you like. Go for it. Have a good time. Think of this as a way to talk about your products. I get a lot of people that say, I don't know what to talk about. How am I ever going to be a blog? I'm not a writer. I'm not a blogger. I'm not this. I'm not that. Okay, well, do you love your products? If the answer is yes, and you like what you're selling, what you're making, if you're selling any products that you feel passionate about, just talk about it. So how this helps us on Instagram is we're then going to take our website name, our blog name, our website, your Etsy shop, your if you're a realtor, you take your location that you're talking about things and take it and put that in the bio of your Instagram. So for me personally, you're going to go and you're going to see meredithdale.com, or you might see on different days where I'm offering freebies, free literature, free toolkits, free training, free whatever. That's the link up in my bio. I never, ever send anybody directly to my affiliate page. So for example, if you sell shakes, health and wellness shakes, don't take your affiliate page for selling that shake and that's what you put in your bio. That's still a really hard sell, right? So you're just telling someone, hey, go check out my bio, and then immediately they're hit with buy a $97 shake. No one does that. You wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that, and neither is our audience. They're just not going to do that. So instead, take them to your blog where you talk about all the benefits of the shake. Show them a review. Show them why your shake is worth $97 versus the $140 one, somewhere else, or versus the $14 one at Walmart. Tell them, talk to them, do a video, but just take them to a secondary location instead of just selling on Instagram. If I can reiterate, sorry guys. The phone call. If I can reiterate anything in this training, stop trying to sell on Instagram. That's how I have made thousands and thousands of dollars and gotten over 35,000 followers on Instagram, is because I don't sell a dang thing on it. Nothing. All I do is give free information on Instagram, ask them to click the link in my bio. It takes them to a secondary location, which is my capture page. A capture page is where you capture emails. Okay, so let's talk about that real quick. This is a key idea to take away from this lesson in your Instagram training. What you need to do is you need to come up with something that you're going to offer people for free. Okay, for me, it's my free business toolkit. And inside of my Instagram account, all of my posts are just giving away value. 3 how-tos about this, 5 to-dos about that, how to make this much money in X amount of days, just nothing but free value and never once asking for a sale. Then inside of my description for all of my posts, I say, hey, and by the way, you can get even more free information by clicking the link in my bio. So they click the link in my bio, and that takes them to a lead capture page. You guys can find my resource for what I use over at meredithdale.com. I've got a couple that I like, so just head over there if you need some resources about which one I use to create all of my lead capture pages on. But what you need to do is tell them, hey, I'd love to give you this information. I just need an email from you to know where to send it to. What is this doing? Anybody? What this is doing is it's getting you an email list. You're building an email list. Okay, and then when they give you their email, you simply send out your freebie to them, and you've got an email list, which is then where you sell from. And that's where you sell all of your information from, is from your email list. Never once on Instagram. Believe me, guys, I make thousands of dollars a month all off of Instagram from people I've met on Instagram who like my free information, my no sales tactic. And then we talk in emails. Maybe you send out a weekly newsletter. Maybe you send out 2 times a week videos that you do, just giving them more free information. When you do that, people get to see you as someone that they trust, as someone they actually like from social media. Never once from someone, have I bought from someone on Instagram who was giving me a hard sell, who was like, look at this before and after picture. Isn't that amazing? Now buy the wrap or buy the shake or buy that, no offense to the wraps or the shakes or whatever, just not a smart sales technique. Take people off of Instagram. Okay, how else we need to tackle our bio in Instagram is, instead of run-on sentences in your bio, I want you to go ahead and do really succinct, clear, concise, to the point bullet points for your information, for what you are, for what you're selling, for what you do, right? For what you do, and what you do is help people. You got it. That's what you do. You're a helper. You give nothing but valuable information. So put that up there. Say, I help people solve XYZ. I have the solution for LMN, for, whatever it is that you do. You're not a salesperson. Never. Never from this day forward, after going forward from this training, from this E3 TV episode, never again try and sell a single thing on Instagram. Just give helpful, valuable information to everybody who looks for it. Now, let's, and if you guys want to see any of my bios, right, on Instagram, just go ahead and, you can find me at meredithdale_elite3. So that's meredithdale_elite3. That's it. That's an Instagram account where you can go and check out my bio. I have absolutely no problem telling people my bio works really well for me. My lead capture pages as a link to click work really well for me. Please, if you don't know where to get started, just go check out meredithdale_elite3 on Instagram. See what mine looks like and mimic it. Take some pointers from that and make yours. I have no problem if you guys want to mimic mine. Let's talk about something else that has really helped me on Instagram. And what I do is I never, I like to pique interest. I have always just in my life been the type of person where I like to be chased rather than chasing. I like to be hunted rather than being the hunter. And one of the best secrets that I have found to doing this on Instagram is where I'll go in and I will like someone's post and I will follow that person, but I'll never leave a comment. Why would I do that in the very beginning? Now, of course, later on, there's lots of interaction that happens. But why do you guys think in the very beginning, I would just like a person's post and follow them without ever leaving a comment? You got it. Because what I'm doing is I'm piquing their interest. They're like, who is this woman who just liked me and started following me out of the blue? Then what they do is they head back over to my page, right? They click on my picture, or they click on my Instagram name, and they head over to my Instagram channels, my Instagram accounts, and they see what I'm about. And of course, what I'm about is my bio that is laser focused on how I can help solve their problems. I've got an awesome link for them to click that sells them nothing, actually just gives them stuff for free. And then they can look through all of my images, and all of my images again are how to solve XYZ. So say you're in weight loss, how to lose 5 pounds, how to avoid running injuries, how to get started running, how to train for a triathlon, how to do this, how to do that, you're just full of all this free information. And when they come over and they check out your account, all of a sudden they're like, wow, this person, she's really cool. Like, she's not selling me anything at all. I'm actually learning a lot of stuff from her. So then what do? And this is the beauty part of it. They reciprocate. They follow back. And so what's amazing about that is I didn't come off as pushy in the very beginning by leaving lots of comments like, hey, awesome post, follow for follow, like for like, follow me back. Have you ever tried that rap thing? Have you ever, again, guys, I'm not dogging on any company, because I love all these companies. This is what I do for a living. It's just a lot of the ones that I've seen that aren't that great is the examples that I'm using. So if you've used any of those, or if these are the companies that you're in that I'm talking about, simply take this as a reminder of what not to do. What you want to do is, from here on out on Instagram, is you want to be hunted. You're not a hunter. You're not out there trying to direct message everybody on Instagram and say, hey, cool posts, like for like, awesome. All these just really generic comments that don't achieve any purpose at all, except for the person reading them and they're like, really? That person thinks my image of a cat is awesome? They know it's not awesome. All you want to do is be out there piquing interest, getting people to come back over to your site because they're curious about who you are, and then they see that you can solve every problem that they are facing. Now, this leads me into my very last tip on Instagram that makes me be super successful on it. How I went from, and I'm just like checking out myself, I look rough today, guys. Again, I was working out and time got away from me, and I'm like, you know what? I show up to where I have made my commitment, and my commitment is to be on doing an Elite 3% episode every Thursday morning at 10 a.m. because I appreciate you guys. All of my Google Plus people who are watching me right now, all of my Periscopers who are watching, and people who are going to watch this on YouTube, I appreciate you guys. And I appreciate you showing up, so I show up. Little side note, but that's why I look rough. This leads into the final tip for our Instagram is show up, be present, and help people out. It is a social site. It's all about, being there and supporting people and never selling anything. So show up on Instagram. Show up in terms of, liking other people. When they comment on yours, you comment back. This is exactly how I've gone from absolutely zero people, nothing, not a single follower or liker on Instagram, to now over 30,000 people, and it's probably like at 35,000, maybe more, 35,000 people who follow me on Instagram. And it's because I got really super targeted on who I was going to like and follow and help on Instagram. So I don't go out there just shooting fish in a barrel trying to get anybody and everybody to like me on Instagram and follow me and, commenting on posts and this and that. I got really super focused on who I knew I could help. So as soon as this E3 TV episode is done for today, I want you guys to go and write down who you can help on Instagram. And usually, almost 100% of the time, it's just one person, one niche, one demographic person that you can help. So it's a guy from 40 to 45 years old looking to start training for a triathlon. He's never done it before. This is how much money he makes a year. This is his profession. This is how much free time he has. And you target in on that person. Now, what you're doing, where I've heard this a lot, I've heard Meredith, stop, whoa, what are you talking about, lady? If I only focus on that tiny person, I am severely limiting myself. I don't want to do that. And I say, okay, let's play with this here for a second. How many 40 to 45-year-old guys do you think are in this world? You start thinking about it and you're like, oh, millions. Okay, there's millions of guys age 40 to 45 in this world. Millions. Can you handle millions of customers? Yeah, you can. Now, if you know a specific type of dollar amount he makes a year, okay, so say I target 40 to 45-year-old guys who are making $65,000 a year, and say there's now 2 million guys in the world. We're talking about in the world because we're on the internet. We're reaching out to billions of people on the internet, and say we're working with a 40 to 45-year-old male who makes $65,000 a year or more. What now you can do is you say, he's got some money. He's making some pretty good money. He can afford this range of my products. What you're doing is you're only talking to people now who can afford your products, whose problems you know you can solve, who you have interests in common with. You can talk to this person instead of trying to talk to and attract, a 16-year-old guy who's still living at home with his parents, who's not making any money, who can't afford your $150 products. You're now talking to a professional. He's in your age range. He can afford your products. You're making sales left and right because you're solving problems on Instagram. You're using the same hashtags he uses. You're using the same terminology he uses on Instagram. You're on the same pages that he's on. You're looking at the same stuff. You're liking, you're following these type of guys or gals or whoever your niche is. You're doing everything to attract that person. Then when you pull them off Instagram by sending them to your website or sending them to your lead capture page, where you can then email them again in the future, then every piece of content that you're sending to these people is laser focused. It speaks their language. It's in their dollar price range. It is spot on for what they're trying to do in their life. And you are making sales so easily, so effortlessly, and it's fun. Do you see the difference with that? Let me just pause. Do you see the difference with that? When you're focused, you're solving problems, you're never once coming across as a salesperson, and it's easy. It is the most amazing feeling in the world to be talking to people who actually want to hear from you. It takes all of the rejection, all of the depressing moments, the hesitancy we might feel as online salespeople, as trying to make it in this business, whether you're selling on Etsy, whether you're selling homes, if you're a realtor trying to work on Instagram, if you're in an MLM company, if you are a DJ trying to use the internet to get more customers. Simply, after this episode is done, and I'm wrapping it up right now, this is my final 2 minutes. After this is done, sit down, take 10 minutes out of your day, and you get so laser focused on a piece of paper, you write down just brain dump everything you can about that person you're targeting. And then from here on out, go in, change up your bio today to only solve problems. Get a lead capture page as your link in your bio, or a website or a blog or whatever you want to send people to start capturing emails. Change that up. Then from here on forward, only talk and post about solving people's problems. Never anymore try and sell on Instagram. And I can tell you from the bottom of my heart, because it's what I do, you will start making thousands of dollars from Instagram. You will get thousands of followers. You will get comments, likes, shares, everything that you've ever wanted from Instagram by never again trying to sell on Instagram. Just be there to solve problems. Take them off of noisy social media. Put them into a buying situation, which is from an email newsletter, a blog, a website, anything you want. And from there on, my friends, you will be making more money than you ever have on Instagram, and you're just going to be enjoying life. That's it. That's the end of E3 TV today. I'm so thankful for everyone for showing up. Show up on your Instagram pages. Show up as a helper. Show up as the person that can solve problems. You will be seen as that expert from here on out, and you will be making money. If you just now joined me, go back, watch the replay. I hope you had a great day. And of course, if you are looking for even more great free business help, head over to meredithdale.com. I'll see you next Thursday. And as always, I will see you on Instagram, Google+, social media, Periscope. The list goes on and on. Bye-bye, everyone.